Hello everyone and welcome back once again to Let's Play Total War Attila with the Saxons. Well, of course I've just come back from my holiday, 2-week holiday, therefore I'm going to be very rusty once again. And I'm feeling so lackadaisical. It always takes me about a week or so to get back into the groove of things. When I return from a holiday, just feel so lethargic and struggle to get back into things. But, well, at the very least, I can be bothered to play this. And as we left off in the last session, we left off once again with the Franks attacking our general here, our Admiral Edmund, previously called the Stupid, but I think we're going to refrain from using that term anymore because he's doing a very good job of repelling the Saxon forces. This is now the third time they've attacked. This is the greatest amount of numbers that they have thrown at us. But it's once again, it's a naval battle. And although it's a naval battle within a city this time, it's still a naval battle. And they're going to be limited to the amount of people they can land, I think. So it's going to play out very similarly to the last couple of naval battles. We have the advantage, which is always nice to see. So we'll see what happens. But I'm not completely confident, because I reckon that we'll probably have to fight in the water a fair bit as well as landing our ships. So I'm very, very, very bad at naval battles. I've never cared for them in any of the games since Rome 2, when naval battles were introduced. I think it was Rome 2 anyway. But yeah, not very interested in fighting on the water. So I may struggle a bit in that respect. We can put barricades down. Not that we need to. Or do we need to? I don't know where they're coming from. Why isn't my keyboard working? There we go. Just a bit of a lag, a bit of a delay. Okay, so we're in our settlement. It seems to be the heart of winter. We have spots for barricades. They are going to be coming from this direction. Don't know where they're going to be landing. They do have some landing spots, I reckon, up and around here. Some maybe here. We of course have our fleets here, so we'll be landing, well, wherever we can. Wherever we can. So if they're coming from this way, maybe we should put the barricade on this side. They also have horses which will land on the will be deployed on the land because they won't come by sea. What's this? This is a capture point. Okay, deployment wise, I'm not too sure what's the best procedure here. Not too sure, but I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to just leave my troops. A couple of spear. This is going to be an awkward battle because my keyboard is messing me about here. Okay, so yeah, well, I'll put our horses here ready to move wherever they need to move. What's this icon here? I think it means that they can deploy outside of the range. Is that right? No? I have no clue. There's a little icon there. I don't know what it is. It's this icon. Yeah, it is. Guerrilla deployment. I'm going to put a couple of my units this side, near to the barricade, I think. Just in case we need them to intercept or something. But the vast majority of our troops are here in the water, of course. So, yeah. Kind of bizarre how this is going to work.
Win a unit of missile.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to pause it to start with. Don't usually pause battles, but this is going to be a big one, and I just want to get a grip as to what's going on. So, especially with the landing, because I'm not very good with this sort of thing. So if I do that and just generally, how can we land? How do we land these people? Ah, here we go. Quite a few landing spots all up this coastline, so that looks good. Let's see how many move.
More sails sighted! The enemy is reinforced!
So we're going to dock as many ships as we can. Most of them are moving. Not all of them though. Oh, and they've got some ships here trying to intercept. So these ships here are all bow ships. Let's keep them occupied as best we can. I mean, I think we'd be better off seeing if we can land.
Enemy tremble before our superior numbers.
Land these guys over here, maybe. Some more over that way. Got a couple land. Oh, whoa, whoa! They got. Oh, they got a few ships here and there. And whoop, we set one of their boats aflame. They've got some horses coming in. Is there nowhere for these guys to land? Don't think there is.
The enemy general is dead.
Oh, that's good. Right. Okay. So we'll just attack. Just attack this ship here. Gotta be careful where these. They've got quite a few horses. Quite a few horses. Where are they coming in? We have a nice spear line here, though, so I'm quite happy that we should have the edge. Now, where's our towers? Where's the nearest tower? They're going to be coming from here, I think. What are they doing? Are they landing here? Where are they landing? They're coming all the way round. Don't know what they plan to do though.
One of our ships is out of ammunition.
Okay. This is very strange. Right, we have all of our... Oh.
Orders! Fire! Fearless warriors!
Alright.
They are trying to take out our general. Defend him!
We should be okay here. Oh, that's Edmund that I'm just killing here with arrow fire. He's running away, which means that this is very bad. Okay. That was perhaps not the wisest move. These guys are left out to sea.
The enemy is boarding one of our ships.
Come on. I think Admiral Edmund's still alive. They're capturing our tower here. Let's get our spears and our horses into the mix.
A ship is being assaulted. Cast them back. But ash now.
Well, they've got rid of one tower, so they've done something useful. These people have... These are very heavy cavalry. Cavalry guard. I'm going to bring all my men. What are they doing? Oof, they do have artillery ships. You've got to be careful of.
The men are broken and are fleeing.
Who's fleeing?
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Right, we'll get these horses flanked. These are their cavalry guard again. Another bunch of these heavy cavalry units. Quite tough to take down. These have my spears flanked, which isn't great. This has been a very, very poor battle on my part, I will admit. Perhaps not the greatest, of battles to come into after an absence, when you're quite rusty. Right, what are these idiots doing? They're just trotting around.
Ready for battle! They will bleed for us! Missile warriors!
They're gonna die. Are they not docking any ships at all? I have no idea. This is the trouble with this landing thing, and the combined battles. They're just so awkward. Alright, so we've lost about 800 men, they've lost roughly the same. But like in the previous battles, they can't dock or land their ships. So it looks to me as if it's going to be another situation where we have to basically let the timer go down and take a technical victory. This is quite annoying, actually. Okay, so I'm going to fast forward it till we win, and then I will see you back on the campaign map. And probably they'll attack again. Alright, so maybe I was wrong. They are now beginning to take out their units, and they are beginning to dock them on the shores, so we might actually get to do some fighting here. So what I want to do is I want to get my units all together to meet these fools as best we can. So we're just going to drag ourselves out into a nice neat line quickly as we can and take them down. We do have some horses available to us, which will be greatly useful for flanking manoeuvres. We have full contingents of marines. They have what can be best described as bedraggled forces. they're not landing all their boats at the same time, so we can just hopefully pick them off ASAP. It's taking us a little bit of time to get our forces together as well, though. Okay, here they come. Here they come. So we could really do with perhaps just bringing our line back a little bit. Make use of the towers. There's one tower here, of course, that will support us. Our horses can try some flanking manoeuvres. I've got some bow marauders just peppering us a little bit. It's fine.
We're being ambushed!
Are we? No worries, no problems. Got a lot of bow troops, so just got to be careful here. This is going to be highly messy. Highly messy. We're just going to go for the old blob tactic. And see how it gets. See how far it gets us. Holy moly! They're breaking quite quickly, thankfully. We are supported by our towers as well, which are going to be doing a great deal of damage to them.
Our men have given up and are running for their lives.
Okay, we've got some men running here. This might be tough. More tougher than I thought.
Ready for battle! Quick now! Riders forward! Missile warriors! Ready for battle!
Come on, let's get in there. Let's get in there. Oh, I'm losing control. They've got routers, chain routers. I'm now going to use my horses to get rid of some of these bow units. Oh my god, look at how many archers they've got. This could be grim.
Warriors, eager for blood! Warriors, eager for blood! Forward!
God, it's raining arrows here.
The men have thrown down their weapons and are fleeing.
We hunger for blood and battle!
Right, my horses are going to have to interrupt as best we can these bloody archers.
Riders, advance! Melee fighters ready! Ah! Warriors ready! Yeah! Warriors ready! Quickly now!
Udaiko!
Yeah!
The enemy refuses to admit defeat. Their unit has rallied.
Battle ready and eager! Ready for battle!
Oh,
Broken and are fleeing.
come on!
Out and battle! Battle ready and eager! Warriors ready! Kill, kill, kill!
Chase them down, the dogs! Right, if we could get their general...
Warriors eager for blood! Guards! Kill, kill, kill!
Our men flee the field of battle.
Oh
This
man,
is a shameful display.
this is very shameful.
For blood and battle!
Light boatman. Giving me grief.
Melee fighters ready! Right, get running! Warriors eager for blood! Ah! Yeah! Rah!
Our men have given up and are running for their lives.
Oh boy. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. My keyboard is now stuck. Come on! They're not dying!
Mountain missile warriors!
Oh, their general is going. They can't have many more missiles left either.
We'll kill them all! Melee warriors! Roar! Melee warriors!
Oh, keyboard, come on, stop messing me about!
Ready for battle! All right, gotcha! All right! Gotcha!
This is my second warlord here. Can't afford to lose him.
Fearless warriors!
Oh, this is so tough.
We hunger for blood!
Oh, they're gone. Oh! Chase them down!
See these dogs into the sea.
Oh! That's it. Run them down. We lost 2,200 men, I think. This was very, very, very badly planned, very poorly executed, but we won. So I'll take it. My keyboard is just been playing hell with me. Not that that is an excuse for how badly I fared here. Ah dear, let's run them down, come on. Carry on. Quickly, get a few more of the buggers before they get past the line. Bloody dogs. Oh, okay, we're done. We're done. Oh, got a few dregs here and there. A pyrrhic victory. Very pyrrhic indeed. Aidman's Folly. That was the name of the the name of the fleet. And folly it was, because we really didn't fare too well. In fact, we lost, no, they lost more men than us, but we both were crippled by that. So we can ransom and release captors, get a bit of coin, we can take on the warriors to help replenishment, or we can kill them all. There's only 221, so we'll bring them into our ranks. And hopefully that will make the Franks think twice about sending any more dastardly fleets to our shores, but I somehow think they'll probably send some more. Anyway, good grief, I cannot believe... I knew it was going to be a tough fight because of the whole sea situation and things like that, but that went far worse than even I thought it would, and perhaps one of my worst battles in this campaign, definitely, if not the worst. As long as my character is still alive, I am happy. We've killed their general. Is Admiral Stupid still alive? I think maybe we should actually reassume that name. I was going to give him a, you know, refrain from using that name because, of course, you know, he's done well for us. But perhaps it should be reinstated very quickly, because he was certainly stupidly commanding his forces, and he stupidly almost threw his own life away at the very start of the battle. So Admiral Stupid, I think it's probably still an appropriate name for you. Anyway, we're going to go for anything to do with ships is good. In fact, they're all to do with ships, aren't they? Can we undo this? Yeah, we can. Right, let's have a bit more of a proper look at what these things do. Hull strength and recruitment cost for naval units. That's good. Morale versus Romans. Upkeep cost for naval units decreased and replenishment increased. Probably worth it. So we'll go down there next time. So he's replenishing. Very slowly, of course. It takes a long time to replenish ship units. So we'll leave him in there. It's fine. This is the host of Wodenaz, which actually was going to be the third army, I think. It's been that long. No, this was going to be the army that was going to be left behind to defend southern Britannia. I think it was Senrad's army with the braided bolt, together with the newly recruited hero, who will hopefully be whipping these guys into shape, who will come down and assist the war effort here in northern Gaul against the Franks' lands. They do have an army also somewhere down here which has done a bit of a turn, tail and run manoeuvre, which suits me just fine, because I am going to do this.
Ready for orders.
Absolutely nothing, because we are in a fortification stance. So we shall remove ourselves from said stance very quickly, and then we are going to do this. We're going to check the messages. That's what we're going to do. So our agent has been exposed. Now we have 2 spies in the field. I want to take this spy a little bit further down this way to see where that other army has turned, tailed and run to, if we can. No idea. Okay. A pyrrhic victory. Admiral has gained the trait a bit of claret. He enjoys the sight of blood. Perhaps that's why he sends his men to slaughter so often. We've got a barbarian turncoat. And of course, the Hispanians have re-emerged. Fruthus has gained a rank. And that's the messages, right. So, as I said, it's been 2 weeks since since I've been on holiday, and probably about another week before that, before I play the last session. So you'll have to excuse my complete and utter noobness as to my lack of idea of what's gone on. But as far as I could tell, we were holding off from building work in our homelands in favour of funding our recruitment of the armies. So we shall continue to allow the armies to recruit, waiting a couple more turns for this army to be recruited. We shall have to give it a name, and this chap needs to be upgraded. Okay, lovely. So that's all fine and dandy. The fleets are turned tail and running, which means that we should probably take him down to finish him off, because he could more than likely do that. And there's a general in that one. There's probably a general in one of that one as well. I wonder if we should do it. If we should recruit some more units. It's going to take a turn though, and perhaps look at finishing these guys off. Now, what do we have a distinct lack of? We've got a distinct lack of bow ships at the moment, so we'll go a couple more bow ships. And a couple more of these. That'll do. One turn, Admiral Folly. They ain't going to recruit or retrain their troops very, very quickly, I hope. So, next turn, see if we can mop up the last few dregs here. Anyway, enough about dregs of ships and whatever else I've been bumbling about for the past 5 minutes. I want to do this.
None will escape. We take this settlement for the tribe.
We can go into reinforcement range in these woods.
Starting out.
And then High King Attila himself is going to cast the first stone. Technically. They've had a few raids on our shores here, thrown themselves against Admiral Stupid and Admiral Folly, but they haven't taken anything. This is how you deal a blow to your enemies, Franks. Take note.
None will escape.
We're going to attack in an aggressive fashion. Lose a few men in the process, but never mind. We can replenish. So, what do we want to do? Now, we could sack and leave it be, we could occupy it and take no money, or we could loot and occupy. The fact of the matter is, I initially didn't want to hold these lands for fear of spreading my troops too thin and trying to worry about stabilising it and stuff like that. But we do need a base of operations to replenish our units. So I'm going to go for loot and occupy.
Ready for further orders.
I'm not overly concerned with keeping it in the long term, but for the short term at the very least, if we can provide ourselves with a base of operations here, it will be much use to us. So whilst we're in technically now friendly territory, we can replenish the lost men and prepare ourselves for our future attacks. And in the next turn, Saeda is going to take his army down to Rotomagus, and we're going to loot and we're going to occupy that. The game is now truly on, Franks. I hope you're ready for this. So as we move down to the diplomacy, see if we can broker some trade here.
Friend. I trust you bring words that honor both your people.
Non-aggression? No. Alright, no problem. The Gauls?
In our good name,
Trade.
be welcome and speak in friendship. I will give a receptive ear.
Okay. Then we're just going to take a look at the Franks and see the relative strength. Ah, as you can see, the balance of power bar has now swung even more into our favour. It was quite 50-50 at the start of this war. Now, look at that. Their strength and numbers have been whittled away by their losses to Admiral Stupid. We've now conquered one of their settlements. We're soon to be conquering another. We've got a third army soon to be on its way to take another. I think they're going to be in trouble, boys and girls. I think they are. And I'm loving every minute of it.
Thirsty for battle.
Okay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to just wait, instead of waiting 2 turns for this entire thing to be recruited, I'm just going to wait 1 more turn for this batch to be recruited, and then I'm quite happy to take this army down. In fact, am I happy to take this army down now? Do you know what? Yeah, I am. I am bloody happy. Let's just go for it. Come on. Senrad wants to be in on this action too. Why should Attila and his son Saeda have all the fun? He's going to go now. He wants to get involved too. Let's go for it.
Thirsty for battle.
So here comes Senrad to join in the frivolities.
For the tribe.
Okay, so Attila is now ranked up. He's in the field of battle, so we're going to go for some things that assist with... sacking income as well. That might be quite useful, considering that we're going to be sacking most of these idiots' lands. And then we're going to go for maybe morale during forest battles. There's a few forests around here. And ammunition for miss... Oh, that's good. We'll go for that as well. Okay. So the Might of Gaul has taken Jerichorum. Sons of Saxony are en route to Rotamagus, and the Braided Bolt will soon be marching forth to Colonia Agrippina.
On the move, lads.
Colonia Agrippina. Or maybe this one. Augusta Trevorum.
I am the knife in the dark. The shadows are friends.
Where on earth
On the move.
is that army gone? It might make himself known in the next turn. Let's see what happens. So Frithus with as an unassigned skill, and you may assign a provincial governor to our newly conquered land. Okay, if we must. Let's take a look at the political screen. Offices. Well, the High King's taken a land. Aedmund is already in office, I believe. He's a companion. Who's an elder? Engulfio. Oh, very good. Very good, very good. Right, okay, so we do have space for a governor down here in Belgica. Not overly concerned, to be fair. And in fact, we don't have anybody able... We'll have to bring in a new person. To be honest with you, I'm not overly concerned right now. Should we repair buildings, or should we just leave them for now? Can we dismantle that to a level 2 town, get some money back maybe? Dismantle that to a level 2, get some money for it perhaps? Goat barns, dismantle that to level 3. It's because of Squalor's a problem here. So yeah, we'll just start demolishing a few buildings. Hopefully that'll give us some coin. I'm not quite so sure, but we'll see. Swith.
Of the old ways.
Betray and compromise security. Okay, sounds good. Ah, you're going to try and take down Senrad, are you? Let's see if Senrad is good enough to resist the advances of that champion. They're scattering. Scattering like petals in a gale. I think we've got him on the back foot. I think we have. Attila determined to leave a legacy like his father. His father's legacy, of course, was the fruition of the Saxon people, the unification of Britannia under the Saxon banner, and the stability and the prosperity that ensued from that point onwards. 155, losing 155 coins, it's not too bad. Hostile agent activity. Alright, so Attila's wants his lasting legacy to be the crushing of the Franks. People will be singing songs in taverns of his epic victory over the Franks in years to come, he's hoping. We're going to leave the garrison here in Camulodunum, just in case the Franks ever launch an attack against us again. We shall have assistance from this garrison, which will make us even more difficult to put down. So we have a fleet here defending, garrison here, so any naval invasions into Britannia are going to be very, very, very difficult for them. So I'm quite happy with that. Of course, we have this situation going on down here, which is going to go a little something like this.
Ready for battle. Let them cower before us.
Oops, didn't mean to do protective. Means to do aggressive. Loot and occupy! Thank you, please. And a little something like this.
Besieging settlement.
Oh. Oh. Looks like Senrad has got himself into a bit of a pickle here, because they have the Langobards nearby who are reinforcing somewhere, so we're going to withdraw. And we're going to have to turn tail and run back here and replot and replan. Oh dear.
How can I assist?
And just to help and make sure that the enemy Langobard army does not turn and start to chase us down when we're not ready for it, we might see if we can use some spy action here. Hinder army.
Sabotage.
Misdirect.
I like that word.
Failure. Great.
Yes.
And there is a priest here who is strong against spies, if I remember rightly, so he's quite vulnerable right now.
Ready for order.
Never mind. Okay. Let's take a wee look at the balance of power bar. It shrinks and shrinks and shrinks with every turn. I wonder if they'll be coming cap in hand asking for a peace very soon. Wouldn't that be a turn up for the books? Alright, so to finish off, I don't know how long the session's been going for, but I am not having a great one. We have a ranking up situation here for Mr. Sayeda. He is going to get that and that. Alright, and Senrad, it's actually the hero who can rank up. Now, what's the one that gives us extra training? Yeah, extra experience and also extra ammunition and cheap recruitment costs for the parent army. That's very useful indeed. So we'll get that as well. So that's it. I'm going to leave it there because what I'm going to do is I couldn't do this at the start of this session because I quick saved it at the start of a battle and couldn't see the campaign map. But what I'm going to do before the next session is obviously get myself back into the swing of it, look at all the settlements, all the building work, look at all the characters, the political situation, and just reacquaint myself with what's been going on in my absence, because I came into this session pretty blind because I'm quite strapped for time and I'm wanted to get a session up today because I did promise you a week's worth of videos, but yeah, it wasn't my greatest hour, has to be said. A poor battle at Camulodunum, which really capped off the theme of the session. But in the plus side of things, we have captured Duracorum, we have captured Rotamagus, and we are soon to be capturing, if not Colonia Agrippina because of the presence of the Langobards here, we will certainly be capturing Augusta Trevorum. And we'll take it from there. But the Franks, Essler is saying to his companions over a few beers in the tavern of the newly conquered city here, they're going to rue the day they ever crossed swords with the Saxons. That was their biggest mistake. Their second biggest mistake was refusing to trade with us for so many years. But anyway, join me next time when this war will continue. See you soon.